All right, y'all. It's time to have a talk, man. Shouts out to my dad first and foremost for, I guess, instilling the knowledge, a lot of the knowledge that I know, even though I did seek outside within like books and podcasts and seminars and stuff like that to gain extra knowledge. But I feel like I'm going to try something this year and try to give a little bit more information. Again, if you guys follow me on Instagram, I've been dropping knowledge and stuff like that on my Instagram stories for a very, very, very long time. However, I now have not put myself on camera to give advice. So my advice to you guys, this is mainly for young people too, by the way. Young people in your 20s, in your teens or whatever, you know, young adults becoming adults. My advice to you guys is, man, just get on your job, man. Find a hustle. Find a way to make some money legally and don't follow your friends, man. I can tell you this honestly. The reason why I'm trying to tell you is because when I was younger, even though I didn't go against what my parents were saying, but when I was younger, I always did feel like, yeah, like nagging. You're just telling me like, you know, this is old people talk. Not necessarily you don't know what you're talking about, but basically the advice you're giving me is from, it was useful during the time of your age and how things were back then. You don't know what the kids are going through. So listen to me, y'all. I'm still in my 20s, so I feel like I'm young and I can relate to you guys a little bit more than what your parents might be, whatever age your parents might be or whatever. I feel like I can relate to you. As a young dude in his 20s still, myself, I am telling you guys, find a hobby, get on your grind, and don't follow the pack, guys. Do not follow your friends, man. Now that I've graduated high school, actually, it started falling off a little bit before high school, but as soon as high school ended, y'all, majority of the people that I used to communicate with, I no longer communicate with, like at all. I still have them on Facebook, still have them on my social media, but do I talk to them? Do I text them? Do I hang out with them anymore? Not at all, guys. And I moved away from the state where I went to high school, so that's not really very much of an option now. But when I was still living in the same city, right when I graduated high school and I started going to college in the same area that I had just graduated high school from, it was no more of that, man. People started, you know, getting families. You got to go to work. You got to get on your stuff, man. If you got too much time on your hands, you're going to get yourself in trouble out here. Trust me, guys. You're going to get yourself in trouble. You are going to get yourself in trouble. Do not follow your friends. Majority of the time that I've ever gotten myself into some trouble, I was either with my friends or I was influenced by my friends. So I take full responsibility for the mistakes and stuff that I've made in life, but I am very glad that I made those mistakes, or not even just made the mistakes. I'm glad that I made them and learned from them. That's the biggest important piece of this message here, guys. Learning from the mistakes. I'm trying to help you guys not to make mistakes on your own, but learning from the mistakes of others and follow the path to success that others have already paved the way for you for. So I'm going to be making more videos and stuff like that, kind of telling you guys, you know, different things on how to make money. I've already told you guys about books, but just trust me, y'all. A lot of the people that I used to run in high school with, man, these people are, they're gone, man. They 6 feet under, they're dead. They're in jail. They're not doing nothing with themselves. They out here scamming. They, you know, got 3 different girls pregnant and stuff like that. They're not making any progress. If you ask me what they were doing back in high school to what they're doing now, they're probably still doing the same exact thing. They just want to know where the hoes at, and where's the weed at, who got this and that, where's the next party at. And that's the life. Life is real, y'all. Life is real. Y'all ain't gonna believe me, man, because this ain't what you want to hear. I understand, but I feel like I got to do my duty and trying to help some of you guys, especially, again, the young dudes. I don't make videos normally like this, but I do plan on starting it. I'm the quiet guy, right? I stay to myself. I'm the type that likes to analyze people. So if I go somewhere, I'm not the type to try to be cool and show everybody, hey, Nate's up in the building. I'm here. I just like to go and analyze things, and I watch people and I see the type of stuff that people really be on, whether it's like guys showing out for females or showing out for other guys, which is like, come on now, like what's the point of that? Just gang banging, come on, man, like that's not really where it's at. Let me tell you guys something as well, because I know how easy it is for like young dudes to be able to join a gang. Now, me personally, I've never joined a gang, never been in a clique, but I did have a group of friends that was into that type of stuff. So back in the day, I used to think, hey, as long as I'm not, you know, I don't say I'm from this area. I don't say I'm from this, even though I was raised in the area. So basically I was from the area, but hey, I'm not claiming, I'm not, you know, doing all this and that. I'm not banging on other people, but I realized that me just simply hanging around these people could have gotten myself into a lot of trouble, or I could be dead as well. Because again, some of these people that I used to hang out with on a daily basis, are no longer here on this earth with us anymore because of the stuff that they were doing when I was actually with them kind of while they were doing it. But it just so happens to be, if I'm with a group of people and they want to, you know, this is the type of bad people I used to hang around. So that's why I feel like I can relate. When you're kind of living in a certain area, going to a certain school, you kind of have to find your pack. I'm not telling you guys to be a loner and like not hang out with anybody, but I'm just trying to tell you guys, if you are in a group, not a gang, if you're in a group, be the leader of your group and don't be afraid of what people might say about you. Don't be afraid to just let your friends go mess up, you know, stuff on their own. You can try to talk to them, but of course people ain't really gonna listen to you, especially, I don't know, this is just from my experience. When I try to give people advice, especially back in the day, they don't listen, right? Then they get locked up and stuff like that. They're getting called out. And I understand how easy it could be to try to follow the path of your friends when it looks like they're, you know, they got all the girls, when they got, you know, all the money, not knowing what they, or you might know, but, you know, just knowing the type of stuff that they do to be able to have that big old stack of money, putting stacks of money to their ear, automatically, anytime I seen somebody doing that, putting stacks of money or showing off money and stuff like that, I automatically think they broke. Like, because if you really had money like that, there really wouldn't be nothing for you to like show off. If you really getting money, there's nothing really to show off. You got it, man. Like let the you know, your home and all that type of stuff speak for you, instead of having to flash your money to bring those type of people towards you that only want you now for your money. Those people are going to be the same people that cross you for either women or money. I'm telling you guys, some people that I thought was my close friends, they have crossed me. And I'm not speaking about stuff right now. I'm just telling you guys advice from, you know, back in high school, back in when I was 13, 14, you know, to being a young adult, again, still in my 20s, right? So stuff, I'm still learning from things, right? But what I do with my time now is I just grind, man. Just go to work, mind your business, guys. You do not have to be in all the latest drama. You do not need to watch all these latest the little drama series and stuff like that, because honestly, the way I feel is, if you watch those drama reality TV shows, if you know information about every single goddamn celebrity and you know their whole business and who they're dating and who got cheated on, you know all this stuff, but you don't have any business of your own, I feel like you are a fool. You are a fool. You're in other people's business. These people that are rich and stuff like that, you got enough, you know, time in your day to know about somebody else's life, but yet you don't have your own life together. I think that is very foolish. I feel like it is foolish for people to be, you know, gang banging, running in packs, not even knowing or not even caring until it's too late, until it happens to, you know, you or somebody that you really care about, when y'all get gunned down for something that you probably didn't even do. Just from the fact that you're claiming to be from this area over here, now people automatically don't like you. The way I think about it is, if somebody don't like me, I want you to not like me personally. I want you to not like me for something that I personally did to you or one of your loved ones, which it wouldn't happen because I don't do those type of things, right? But now if I'm hanging out with such and such, and now y'all mad at me because I'm hanging with this person, well, I'm no longer hanging out with this person because they're bringing me down. I got a business to run. I got, you know, I don't have any kids or anything like that at the time of me recording this video. Not even one on the way, if you want to guess that. But I do have a plan of having that, right? I'm on my grind now. So when I do have a family of my own, it's going to be that much easier for me to not only instill this knowledge into my offspring, but just to keep the success that I have right now going for myself. I will not be distracted by people who, you know, who just want to constantly come around me and ask me, hey, where the smoke at? Where the hose at? Where this and that at? Like, that is stuff like that we used to talk about in high school. Like, you still wondering about the same stuff? Like, y'all seen the memes, right? When people ask, like, oh, such and such hit you up on Christmas Day talking about where the party at. And they say, bro, go start a family. Like, I'm not telling, I don't know how old y'all is watching this video, but yeah, if you're young, I'm not advising you to just go, you know, start a family right away. Get your stuff together, fellas, especially fellas, man. That's probably most likely who's watching this video, but make sure you got something going for yourself. People are going to laugh at you if you work at a whatever job. You're like, you're hanging out with a group of people, right? They selling drugs, they doing all this, they scamming and stuff like that, right? They got money coming in, they the people like this right here, right? But yet you work an average job, like working at a fast food place, all right? They're gonna laugh at you, they might laugh at you. If they laugh at you, bro, they're not your friends. Get rid of them. Get rid of them. I know it's gonna be hard, it's gonna seem hard, it's gonna seem like, you know, you don't really want to have to tell them, but you don't have to tell people that you're getting rid of them. Just show them by, stop answering phone calls. Don't answer the calls as much. Don't text them back as fast. Don't be always willing to go out to a party when you know you got stuff to do, because right now, when everybody is slacking, bro, when the time comes when you really need something, when you really need some money in your pocket, when times is hard, when people are getting fired from their jobs and evicted and stuff like that, if you get on your grind right now when you don't really think it's that important right now, it's going to be that much easier for you to keep it going. It's going to be that much easier for you to keep it going. When this pandemic started, I kept working, bro, because I already had something established. I already had money saved up from my, the 9-to-5 job. I already had something going on YouTube. And I do stuff that's outside of YouTube as well, like just reselling things, guys. It does not have to be no illegal stuff. And again, I'm saying I grew up in the area, right? I was even looking at pictures of myself, like, on one hand, I want to think, hey, I was such a good kid, but in reality, y'all, I was not that good of a kid. I just stayed out of trouble, I guess. I used to be the type of person where, again, I was ignorant. I did not know what I was doing, right? Because when you grow up in an area where there's a lot of gangbanging and stuff like that, you don't really have to educate yourself like, hey, do I want to join a gang? Like, the people that end up being from the gang are in that same area that you live in. So it doesn't even seem like a gang. It's like, hey, these are my friends that I used to go to elementary with. We used to play, football in front of the complex. We used to ride bikes going down hills, and we do all this type of stuff. And all of a sudden, when you're growing up, next thing you know, you doing this, you doing all the little gang calls down the street. And I was looking at stuff that I was doing before. I was making noise out here, my bad. I was looking at pictures and stuff before. I wasn't necessarily throwing up any specific gang sign, but I did notice, like, wow, I used to do this and that. I used to have, gloves hanging out of my pocket and stuff like that. I never actually said I was from this and that, but I used to hang around those people, so I did it as well. I'm telling you guys, you need to break away from it, because people are going to start dropping in your circle. I'm not praying on that, but I'm hoping that you guys listen to me. I'm gonna have to keep telling you guys in a different way, man. It's not a game out here. It's not a game at all. Get on your shit, man. If y'all need some help, if y'all need some motivation, if you guys have a question to ask, feel free to drop a comment below, and I'm just going to try to do like a follow-up video answering more people's questions and stuff like that, and just start dropping more knowledge. And again, the books that I read, the type of people that I follow, and I just really want to help some people out. If 100 people see this video and even only one person listens to some of this advice, I did my job, man. I did my job. Before we end this, I'm gonna tell you guys something that actually helped me. One piece of advice that helped me when I was just speaking about gangbanging and stuff like that. Again, growing up in the area, not only was it with the help of my parents, my mom and my dad, and step parents and stuff like that as well, just everybody being on me, it was also the actual gangbangers who actually assisted me. So normally, the people who claim to be OGs, an OG is somebody who's supposed to game you up and help you have a good life, a life preferably better than theirs. They want you to learn from their mistakes, not for you to make the same mistakes, so they can look at you like, oh yeah, he died when he was such and such, and I'm big honcho over here, and I'm still living, so I'm OG. People gotta look up to me because I've lasted out here in these streets the longest. Like, you are a fool if you look up to anybody like that. If they're gangbanger and they call themselves big such and such, and you want to walk around, oh, I'm little such and such, I'm little such and such, bro, you're a fool. You are a very big fool, because now if this person gets into some trouble, you are going to get in trouble. Anyways, back to the point. I was hanging out with some people, right? Again, I had no fear or nothing like that, because I knew these people, but they were heavy into gangbanging, right? And it was actually a female who actually helped me and told me this. She was a gangbanger. Her whole family, actually, brothers, mom, cousins, like everybody in her entire family was gangbangers. Everybody knew them, right? She told me, she was like, you don't really want to do this, man. The reason why she told me that is because I guess something happened where it was about to go down, and she had to be a part of it to ride for the set, basically. She didn't want to do it, and she just advised me to never get involved with like gangbanging and stuff like that. And she probably don't even know, because I don't even speak to her. I moved away from the area that I lived when I got this advice, but she doesn't know. But I still remember it to this day, the advice that she gave me, pretty much telling me not to ever join a gang, even though she was in it. She basically told me, once you're in, you can't really get out, especially if it's something for your family. Once a war started, you can't just back out. Like, once 10 years down the line, when you start having a family and you want to, do right and stuff like that, it's going to be too late. People are always going to remember the wrong that you did in life, and your karma will come. If you do wrong by somebody, by robbing somebody, or, you know, doing anything bad, you might get away with it for a little while, bro. Karma's gonna catch up to you, and somebody's gonna get you, or somebody's gonna get your family. Again, I don't want to make this video too long. It is kind of smoking hot in this car. Any other advice, any other questions, even people older than me, please, I'm always looking for new advice to receive. I'm listening. Trust me, I listen, man. I'm all about the make yourself proud movement. This is a little t-shirt that I made, one of my very first graphic designs I made. If you guys want a shirt or something like this, hit the link in the description. But again, this video is not about the shirt. I'll catch you guys in the next video though. I'm gonna try to do this a little bit more often. Peace.